Impact Media, putting a face on radio.
We are in Austin, standing here with none other than Mr. Chris Bathgate himself. We tracked him down. We've been stalking him this entire week. So thank you so much for taking the time to talk to us today. This is not your first South by Southwest experience. What's been different this time around?
We've played South by 3 times. The first time I came down solo and just had a day party. And then the next year I came down with a large group and we had an evening showcase on a quite scientific evening showcase, and then a day party with IOTA. This year it's a little bit different because we've had a lot more to do. It's sort of been busy. Today we've had about 7 or 8 things to check off our list, which is great, right? That's a good thing. So I guess maybe this year we can feel it build a little bit more. Our showcase felt really full, and then the band after us unfortunately did not feel full for them. So those are small things that make us sort of feel like we're on the right track. So maybe that's what's different about this year.
Now, have you been able to check out any artists yourself? Have you seen anybody who has interested you, picked up any new names?
Yeah, I saw a man by the name of Owen Pallett play at Emo's last night. He sort of does looping with violin, somewhat in the vein of Andrew Bird, but he's a lot more classically oriented, strangely enough, rather than pop. So he was really good. And then I saw the last bit of the Kills, and the Greenhorns were really good.
That's awesome. Now you were, have to bring it up, you were on NPR's People to Check Out at South by Southwest. Has that put any pressure on you, or how have you been able to handle that? Have you felt that at all?
We don't feel any more pressure than any other gig. I'll say that much. Like, we've definitely tried to make sure that, we didn't get too wrapped up in the hype and just sort of played it cool. We were real happy about the NPR thing. And I'm not sure how it's affected us otherwise, but it's a good thing. It's a great 100 people to be included in, so we were really happy about that.
That's great. Now your album is finally coming out. It'll be out on the 26th of April. It's called Salt Year. Now, have you how has the reception been at South by, particularly to the new material?
I think I think people like it significantly more than any other material or any other songs or albums that have been out so far. We've gotten a lot of love just from the first single, No Silver. We've had a really good reaction, and lots of people are downloading it, which is good. So I think overall the reception of this record is significantly better, and it seems to be further reaching than A Corktail Wake or White Skeleton.
Now the week is probably, I'd say, almost over, but is there anything else you're looking forward to through tomorrow?
I'm looking forward at this point to taking a shower. I think tomorrow we have a 12-hour drive to Memphis, so I think we're looking forward to maybe catching one band and then getting a good night's rest, and then making it to Memphis on time. So.
Is your van going to hold up? I know you guys broke down on the way here in Oklahoma City. Was that pretty stressful?
It happened in the most perfect time. The van's called Gene. It actually belongs to Graham Parsons and the Go-Rounds. They let us use it for South by Southwest. I don't have a van yet. We're working on it. But she broke down on our day off, the morning of our day off. So we had driven her 12 hours the night before. I call her, she's gendered. Gene is gendered. And then we rolled up to a Guitar Center just to run some errands. There was steam and smoke pouring out of the hood, and not a drop of coolant in it. So something was leaking. So we put as much coolant as we could get in there and drove her real slow up the road to a Firestone, and that's where she sat for well over a day. And we made our Houston gig, which is the next day. We had to drive to Houston for a show, and we made it literally by 10 minutes. So if it had to happen, it was in the best possible scenario. It was great, so no complaints. But I think she's going to make it to Memphis. I think Jean's going to do well.
Well, hopefully your South by experience was worth the trouble getting here. Now you'll be in town on the 28th of April in Lansing, Michigan, playing at Max Bar. Are you excited for that show?
I'm super excited for that show. And not only, I love playing in Lansing, but we're also bringing some artists out from other parts of the country that are like my favorite songwriters and performers. One of those groups is called Hezekiah Jones, he's been around Michigan a lot, and we try to tour together as often as possible. I love his songs. And he just came out with a new record called Have You Seen Our New Fort? So he'll be coming from Philadelphia to Michigan, and he'll be at that show, as well as a woman by the name of Samantha Crane. She's a singer-songwriter from Oklahoma City. We had a show with her the night before Gene broke down. So she's coming up and she'll be opening. So those are two of my favorite songwriters and performers, and then we get to play as well. So we're super excited.
That's awesome. It's going to be a great show. Well, I want to thank you again for taking time to talk to us, and good luck with the rest of your weekend.
Yeah, thank you, Anna.